السلام عليكم وأهلا بيكم في ليلة جديدة من ليالي رمضان. رمضان كريم وكل سنة وانتم طيبين. Welcome everyone and a new episode in Ramadan TikTok with Zuka. Thank you very much, Arvin, for being with us tonight.
Hi,
How are you doing?
Soka. It's good to see you all. I'm very happy to be part of this TikTok, and I wish you all, like all success. Like whoever is watching, I think in India it's 12 actually, and I think in Dubai it's 10:30. So I wish you
Yes.
all a very peaceful evening. And you've actually tuned in this late to watch this show. I'm very thankful to all of you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We have special episode tonight full of tech, but it starts from business, not starting from tech. This is a surprise
Correct.
which we will know tonight from Arvin. His transition from being a marketeer, expert in marketing, doing a lot of business job, and turned into tech guy who's built more than 50 AI application and around 100 POC, proof of concept. So,
Yes.
Arvin, first of all, tell us about yourself, your story, your passion, your PhD. Let's get a quick introduction about Dr. Arvin.
Sure. So I started my career, I think in 2013, 2012, 2013. So that was the time, when social media and all started, like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all became famous in India, actually. So I'm from India. I'm from Chennai, south part of India. So that time it was very big for us because internet explosion happened. A lot of people started getting 4G, 5G on their mobile phones, and people started using internet for the first time. So I was also part of the that wave, like social media wave and all. So as soon as I finished my studies, I started working on all these social media campaigns, like working on these YouTube campaigns, Twitter, like trending, and making things viral and all. So that was how I started. So Kolaveri, you would learn the famous song that's come from Tamil. So I was part of that journey, actually, the social media viral and all of those things. So I started as an intern, as a social media intern. So learning how to make things go very popular on internet. So that was my first job. And since then I was a marketer. So I did my MBA in media and communication, like how do we make advertising and PR and stuff, famous, make products famous, make celebrities out of internet and stuff. So that's how I started. I worked on a lot of campaigns like paid marketing, organic marketing, SEO, content marketing, writing blogs, working with influencers and stuff like that. So I worked for a lot of OTT companies, media companies, film houses. So I've had chance to work with celebrities and managing their movies and music and stuff like that. And I've also had chances of working with political parties, with politicians. I worked with edtech companies, all these Udemy kind of e-learning companies. I've worked with healthcare. So I've had like marketing in various areas. So that's my first 12 years of my career. So
Amazing.
during one of these things, during one of these working for one of these companies, so that's when ChatGPT released, and all people were going AI and all. So so we used AI for one of the marketing campaigns that we did, like a SEO campaign. So we saw like a huge, result coming from that AI campaign. So I'll talk about it during the call. So that happened, and then I realized, okay, so now marketing, is great, but infusing AI in that was even more, great. So why don't I target here? Like, why don't I become like the Gen AI expert, or learn AI and start infusing AI into every operations, business operations, and try to make companies adopt Gen AI so that they become like their operations will become really good. So that's what my idea was. So I was a marketer for 12 years. I didn't know anything of coding, so I don't know. I didn't even have any Visual Studio Code or something. Like some, if some IT people talk about code, I kind of get paranoid. Like I'm like I run away from that. From there, actually, I actually learned coding by myself, watching YouTube tutorials, Udemy, Coursera, and reading GitHub. Actually, like I basically read code, like what is happening. Okay, from here, what happens. So basically, with the help of AI, obviously, so I learned code. And then this was before the vibe coding culture. Now cursor, basically you hit tab, things happen. I was actually before that. So I read the GitHub repos, like, okay, so this component affects here, so this particular dependency is actually getting installed here, and this is the hydration error, this is the thing. So I basically, so before cursor, so since I came at that time, so I had to do some coding, like auto coding was not there that time. So I learned that, and I was lucky, I did that. And now, so I understand, okay, so this component, basically does this work and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So that's when, so the 6 months I didn't have a job. Like I was basically get up, learn coding, do some applications, do some POC, and then go to sleep. So I was doing this for like around 10 hours per day I used to spend on chat gpt. So I used to have chat gpt as my best friend, like who with who I spend like 10 hours of my day. I used to tell my wife, like, now chat gpt has taken over. So chat gpt was there. Now I don't spend that much time with chat gpt. Now I've got like grok, we've got
Yeah,
deepseek, we've got Claude. So there's like a lot of things we moved on. But yeah, so that was my journey. So since then I had an opportunity, because I was a marketer, and now I also know code. Like I know tech, some kind of tech. So with marketing and this tech kind, so it kind of made me into some like a unique talent to
marketeer.
have. So yeah, so that time what happened, I didn't have a formal resume. Like I didn't have like a proper tech resume to apply for jobs, obviously. Like say I studied B Tech, MS, and doing all. So I didn't have that. So what I had was all these POCs that I made, because like I learn coding and I do something, right? So I had these applications. So what I did
That's
was I took the 10 applications that I thought they were good. So what I did was, this is the application that I built. This is the problem statement that it actually solves. This is the solution that it gives. So like that, I created like a one-page resume, and I started sending. So one of
experience. It's a
yeah.
matter of experience. I don't talk about writings. I just put an experience in front of you. Yes,
Yeah,
success.
so my name, my number, my email ID, and the applications I built and what it solves. So that was my resume. And
Which this application you built by yourself?
yeah, so how basically I learn code, that is like Python, or a merge stack like a React, Node.js. With that, I would have built something, or I would have taken like some kind of like with Python, I would have done a Flask API, and with HTML, CSS, I would have built a front end. So all these things I would have try different things, and then I'll build something, right? So by building, I learned. So the good thing is I didn't learn from 0 to 100. So I didn't. So now we are on an interview. So you ask me to write a Fibonacci series, or you ask all these coding lead code questions. If you ask me, I don't know. Like, I don't even know like how to write. Like I like pip install. That's all I know in Python. But if you ask me some very complex, like I need to build an application, or I need to build a POC for this particular problem, I'll find out somehow. I'll find, like, with all these prompting or all these things, I'll somehow build an application and make it work and stuff. So I've built like so that's what the TRL, right? Like from discovery till pilots and prototyping, pre-deployment, deployments. I've learned it by getting
By
hands-on, like
action. Yes. You know
by
what I
action.
love
Yeah,
that your story is similar to my story because I'm the same. I'm expert in sales like around 15 years, and then I decide to make the shift, or not decide to make a shift, decide to lead technology company, so I have to be on top of tech and sales.
Correct.
Sales is my
Correct.
game, not a problem. So I start diving in tech. I start learning
Correct.
in tech. I didn't go for full code. I go for low code. So
Correct.
I'm building applications using low code, and the era of AI make the APIs
Correct.
connectors and this stuff
Correct.
very
So
easy.
basically, yeah, you talk the salesperson's language, but you know tech,
Yes,
you know what to
yes,
sell. So that is the mix. So similarly for me, I'm a
yes.
marketer. So if you think about it, I'm not a complete techie. Like I don't drift into like all these technical terms, jargons, and all. But so I am first a marketer. So I understand a business problem, like a business operations, how it functions, where there is a bottleneck and stuff like that. And then because now I know the tech, like say, and I'm really updated on what is happening, like every, so I follow Twitter like crazy. Like I am on Twitter almost like 24 into 7. Like when someone updates a new GitHub repo, or when there's a
This
new
is a passion.
framework.
This
Yeah.
is a passion. This is a passion driver, which make you learn, enjoy the learning. You know, my
Correct.
first book ever in my life. I'm not a person of reading books at all, but
Correct.
my first book is Human Hack, the book written by Len No. Len was our guest 2 days back. Uh, I start reading a book with the feeling of the book, which I hate all of my life because the passion of what I'm reading, the passion about technology. So this is a
Okay.
main driver for all of us. Amazing journey, and I wish
Okay.
you all the luck in the
Correct.
coming leading position which you should have to lead a
Correct.
tech and business people. This experience, you are translating it into kind of training, right? You are delivering
Correct.
some kind of training. Let's show the course in Udemy. Here is the link of the course. Give us even the course in 1 minute.
Sure. So what happened when we started this generative AI practice in our current company, Alpharism? So I have to give a lot of credit to my boss, like Sri Kumar. He's our CEO in Alpharism. So what he did was he was the person who hired me based on that resume. So he was like he went through all the 10 links, and he used to like say for example there is a video interview agent that I built in AI. So basically it
Yes,
takes the interviews and stuff. So he gave the interview. So like he tried every application, and then he saw, okay, this guy is like he's something different from normal, like candidates who apply, right? So that's how he connected, and he basically devised a position for me. He said AI solution specialist. So my job was basically like we get a potential like client who's like very interested in AI, but they are not sure of how to, like apply AI in their business operations or
yes,
something. So he puts me in front of the client. So what we do is we do something like a discovery. So I go through the business operations and like understand their current processes and where AI can be instilled. Like like this can actually speeden up your business operations and stuff. So basically we identify. So this is the discovery stage, right? Then pilot, create some kind of pilots and show them, why if you use this will happen. So it's a pilot stage. Then we build like some kind of prototypes. So we kind of integrate it in the real system. Then we do some pre-deployment, like we basically give it to some few users, like the first 10 users or internal users and stuff. Once they like it, then they roll it to production. So this is how we do it. So what
you
we
make
were
all of
finding,
this.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes. This
yeah,
is
yeah.
a training program, but you deliver how to do all of these in the training course, right?
Correct, correct. So yeah, when we wanted other people to join our team to do this, we were finding talent shortage in the market. So people were saying they know AI and stuff, but there was some gap between the skill gap between because there's like every week there's something new coming, a new framework coming. So
Yes,
they need to be industry ready, right? So what we did was we did 40 hours of course. That is someone who knows Python, who understands programming, I mean, but for them to jump into AI, like to starting from using and bringing an LLM inside an application. So how do you initialize an LLM till building a complex AI process? So
yes,
from lesson 1 to lesson 40 we take you introducing you to an LLM, like we bring Grok LLM or something inside the application, till using it to do complex activities. So this is the 40 hours. So basically, the sessions will be like half sessions will be theory, that I'll talk about what is happening in the program, and half lessons will be the practicals. It's a code. Basically, they will do the code with me, and they will basically run the application and stuff. So this will, you don't need any kind of IDE like Visual Studio Code or something. So we have Google Colab, and with code spaces on GitHub, anyone can, with an internet and a system, can do this. So you don't need any prerequisite, or you just need to have some interest about AI and some interest about programming. You can basically catch up. So that's the course. So why we did it was for internal purpose. Like, we wanted to train our interns, we wanted to train our freshers to come to speed with us for delivering these value to clients. So basically what I'm doing, right, discovering and till the development of applications. So for that, they need to know all these concepts, like for example RAG as a concept, or like agents framework like Crew AI and stuff. How do
We
we
are deep
build it?
dive into too much technicals. Let's take it from over, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
just yeah, 2 3
so,
words
so,
for
the,
you
so
are
the
interested.
training, in summary, this training course, which we see the link there, convert you from normal programmer to AI developer or
Developer.
AI
Correct.
programmer. So now
100%. Yeah.
in the business side, every company is asking for AI applications. So instead
Correct.
of building normal applications, no, let's do it an AI app. So let's give us examples about what AI apps which you had built. You mentioned 10 links in your CV. So you mentioned one of them, which is the AI interviewer. Give us the
Mhm.
examples of the remaining ideas. That will be very interesting, because one of the very big business opportunities right now is to create a
Mhm.
small apps, small services like this, and spread it on the internet or whatever, but through of marketing, and people will purchase it, even if it's small bites. So it's one of the great opportunities. Tell us about the apps in brief, about each link كده in quick.
Okay, so I'm actually not having the links, to show the demo or something, but I can give you
We
some
can share
idea.
later.
Like,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
we can share later.
So yeah, so to give you some examples, so I work with an edtech company. Okay, so what they have is, they have around uh, lakhs and lakhs of courses inside their application, right? So they have
Yes.
like like 30,000, 40,000 courses in their application. Okay, and a student is coming, and he's basically looking to study abroad or looking to study some courses. So which course will be better for which student? So there is a matching, right? For which, so we know the student profile, we know the course profile. So we need to do some kind of matching. Like now currently what is happening, a human is sitting as a counselor, and he is basically telling like, you can go and study this course in this particular college, like that.
Yes.
So what we did was, we tried to build like an AI agent. Okay, so that AI agent will understand the student's profile. So it will talk to student in a natural language. It will tell like,
Yes.
hi, yeah, you want to study in UK? Yeah, that's great. UK's weather is like this. UK is having this much colleges. All, so basically it will talk like a normal person, like how I am talking, like how Zoka is talking. Like it will talk normally, and the student will also talk normally. But during the natural normal conversations, it will pick up entities, like say,
Yes.
like if he's saying like, I'm a graduate, so it will tell he's an undergraduate, he's looking for a postgraduate program. So he's interested in computer science, he's interested in AI, he has
Mhm.
this kind of a background, he is from this country. So all these entities it will start picking, and it will make like some kind of a profile, like a mind map of the student. Okay, so then what it will do, then it will start, so when the student is telling, why don't you recommend a course for me, so
But
there is
let's,
already, yeah,
sorry for interruption. Let's take the overview of the use cases. Let's not deep dive how it works.
yeah,
We will
sure.
talk
So
virtually about the Gen AI, how it works. But we have the use
correct.
case right now for the course matching or training matching
Correct.
for
It's a
students.
it's a data. It will match the data points with the
Yes,
course thing, and it will tell like which course is
recommendation.
so and yeah. So that is one of the use
We have
cases I
the
built.
recommendation systems, the interviewing, the AI interview. What else ideas you create?
Yeah, yeah. So
SEO, you are expert in marketing. So how is SEO with AI? Because I feel SEO one of the things
yes,
which Gen AI can make it amazing way. Do you have an app for this?
yes, yeah. So for one of the companies which I worked, we had done something similar. So what we did basically, we look at past historical blogs that we've written, right? Each company will write the blog in their own way, right? So we take those blogs as a historical blog for training purposes, like how my company's blogs will be. So the AI knows, it's like a few shot prompting, right? Like it understands how the company writes their blog, and then we give a title of the blog saying that these are the new titles that the low competition keywords, high competition keywords, all these things we will get from the SEO tools. So you take the titles, you take the style of the writing of the blog, and then you put
Yes,
it on the AI, and then the AI will start creating blogs for you. But I suggest not to directly upload those blogs, because now
the
people
review.
are saying AI written blogs. So you can use it as a skeleton, and then you can use some like human to reword, rephrase it, or do some kind of small work on top of it, rewrite the sentence, or add your own things. So make it a little humanized, because instead of writing something from the scratch, you already have a structure. So you can just do something and start publishing. So that I am a first hand experience of these kind of blogs doing really well. So one of my companies went from 30,000 traffic to 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 30,000 traffic. We actually did 3 times, 4 times the traffic because of doing this kind of AI SEO related stuff. So that
Amazing.
was one thing. And one more thing, like now Zoka is a sales person. So Zoka, so what we did was, it's like say for example, I'm going to meet Zoka tomorrow to sell some software. So I go to
Yes,
Zoka's LinkedIn profile. So I click on download the profile, and then I give it to my AI agent. So what it does is, it will look into Zoka's profile, his education, his work experiences, his post, the reactions, everything. It will learn, understand, it will create a profile mapping for Zoka. It will tell me like how he is, like what should I position, like how should I position this product to sell. So I'll tell, this is the product I'm going to sell to Zoka, and this is the person. So it will tell like how, like what are the USPs of the products I should talk about, like what are the things that will make Zoka interested. So how I should sell, it will give me all those inputs about Zoka. So
bro.
before
I,
going to the
I
thing, yeah.
buy this solution. I want this solution. It's one of your customers. I know I'm not the first because I'm sure this kind of AI ideas have
Will
a
be
lot of
there, yes.
market. Yes, amazing, amazing, and much more
Yeah,
ideas. We need you to share with us these links, and if you have
yes,
some blog, just share it with me, and we will post these blogs on LinkedIn and Facebook on our channels. And if
sure.
anyone of our audience have any question, he can pose a question. We can read it here and we
Answer.
can answer.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
so
I'll.
let's jump to a different place, which is the large language models. Now we
Correct.
have huge competition in the market in the large language models. We start with
Yes, yes.
OpenAI, and then we came up with Gemini, Google, and then
Correct.
we had many things in the market, and then DeepSeek come with a huge surprise, and now Grok
Correct.
is making a
Grok.
lot of noise. So tell me, what's the difference between these large language models? Which one I should think about it by the right way and choose? Yani, what's the criteria of choosing the large language
Hmm.
model? And what's the difference between, let's assume, the top names, OpenAI, Gemini, I think
Correct.
Cloud, Grok,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
let's put one more. Who
Yeah. So basically, we are looking at two sets of these models, right? Open source models and closed source models. So open source models, there are like, like Meta's Llama 3.1, Llama 3.2, and all were also very good. Like Facebook, they basically create all these kind of open source models and allow for users to download it and use it as local LLMs through Olama and stuff. We can also use it through Hugging Face. And other providers are also doing that. And closed source like ChatGPT and GPT 4.5 has now come, so they are also pretty good. So it depends on which kind of purpose that we are using the LLM. So that's where the LLM is good. Now, a lot of people were saying GPT 4.5 is very expensive and it is very heavy model, and but other models are good. But if you look at it, GPT 4.5 is very good from an emotional quotient point of view. Like if you talk to GPT 4.5, right, you feel like it is understanding human emotions in a better format. But something like a Claude 3.7 or Claude 3.6, it was having very good coding skills. Like for example, I used to have like a bug that ChatGPT or other models, they will go on a loop. They will not able to fix that bug. So but 3.7, just one prompt, it was able to fix, because it is very good in the coding task. So you should, what you should do is, every model is good for a certain purpose. So we need to identify which is working for us better. Not restrict, like I won't restrict, I'll be only in chat gpt, or I'll only be in, so it's not like that. So each model, as you rightly told, Grok is extremely good for long context prompting. For example, you have like a 100-page PDF, right? But you cannot upload it on like a Claude or something. It will tell that the context is too long, I can't handle it. But Grok is able to handle the huge context. Like you can just give so much big content, it can able to take that. And it is also free currently, so it is able to give value for all these long contexts. So for me, how I use basically is, chat gpt is very good as a dependable thing. Like all answers are very dependable. So I use it like my day to day activities, or any kind of summarization, or any kind of things. So I use chat gpt. And there is this now there is the search option that it is there, which before, what used to happen, there is something called as a knowledge cutoff. So each model will have, after one
Yes.
date, their data is not collected, right? So chat gpt used to have that issue, but now they have got the search. So basically it goes in real time in search the internet and find the latest news. So like that. Before I used to use perplexity for that purpose, because perplexity, they go real time. It used to bring all the knowledge panel, and it used to show and stuff.
Yeah.
So perplexity is also very good. Claude is
Yes.
very good for coding. So like that,
Yes.
we have to identify which model is good for which purpose and use accordingly. And one more thing I really like is notebook lm by google. So how I use it is like a diary. So like, say for example, I have a thread. So today's Zoka tech talk with Zoka is my like activity. So whatever the posters, whatever is the content that I need, I create a notebook lm thread for that. So anything with Zoka, I go to the thread. So it only talks with that respect. So notebook lm is very good. So it is like a good place for me. I use it as a diary actually. So like that, each model we have to identify the purpose and use case, and we have to use it actually.
Actually, Notebook .lm, I never use it, but I get very interested in
Yeah,
that scan right now. I will try it and I will start using it. So,
definitely.
at the end of the episode, I would like to give some kind of the fruit of the episode. Anyone, for me personally, when I start trying the Gen AI, I discovered a website which was unknown for me, which is Hugging Faces. I
Correct.
think Places is the most beauty place to find different models and different
Data
options.
sets, yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
I will show the link here, and please give us in 1 minute what is Hugging Faces and how you can enjoy using it.
Yeah, so Hugging Face, so think of it like a marketplace where anyone can create a model, anyone can create a data set, and we can deploy it in Hugging Face, and others can use it. So it's like a place of open source. Like, say for example, you have a nice, you created your own LLM, so people just upload their own model there. They, other people can use, there is something called as inferencing. So you basically hosting, inferencing, two things. Hosting is where the model is getting hosted. Inferencing is how much you use that one. Okay. So in
Yes.
Hugging Face, you can basically use the models from others, and similarly data sets is very good for fine tuning purposes. For example, there is a very good model in English, but I want the model in Arabic, means you can find some data sets in Arabic, and you can train this model in the Hugging Face with the, that English model with Arabic. So the model will have the knowledge of the foundation knowledge will be there, and it is fine tuned for Arabic purposes. So you can find good data sets, you can find good models, you can find good spaces. So spaces is where people are basically, the use cases will be there, like you can go and try out some models and stuff. So it's a very nice place, Hugging Face. You can also create your own model and you can deploy it there, and so there is a lot of things that you can do. And there is a lot, they also have a good inferencing, that you can try it without spending money for free also. You can try, and if you like it, then you can do. So it's a good place actually. You can do, you can try Hugging Face. That's good.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Arfin. Thank you very much for the amazing episode tonight. You make it
Sure.
very fruitful, and
Thank
really
you.
the time ran very fast. I need like 3 4 hours with you to discuss about our. So definitely we will
100%.
host you
We
again.
will do something, yeah, some longer
Yes.
session maybe in future. I thank like everyone who participated, and given how late it is in the day, I thank you for coming and spending some time, and spending your valuable time with us, learning. I hope I was able to share something interesting to you. I'll stay in touch with Zoka. We'll plan something in the future also. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Arvin,
Zoka.
for your time
Thank
for
you for inviting. Yes.
tonight episode. As we do the episode every night live at 10:30 Dubai time, the recording will be on Facebook and LinkedIn, and final versions will be on our YouTube
On
channel.
YouTube.
This is our
Sure.
YouTube channel. Please visit it and visit the YouTube channel for Arvin, which I'm sure it will have very, very valuable information. Here is the link. Thank you very
Sure.
much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow
Thank
with a
you.
new episode in Arabic.
Yeah,
Salam
sure.
alaikum.
Bye. Bye. Salam
Bye.
alaikum. Bye. Bye.